welcome to TJD Movie Reviews, episode 48. We watched Jaws.
I'm Ty.
Jake.
And I'm Drew.
Yeah, Drew, this was your pick. You want to summarize the movie?
Absolutely, I do.
For anyone that doesn't know what the hell this is.
Jaws is a 1975 film directed by Steven Spielberg and stars Roy Schneider, Richard Dreyfuss. Yeah, God, Jesus.
Dryface?
Yeah, Dreyfuss.
Wow, that's a long name.
Yeah. Jesus Dreyfuss. No, Richard Dreyfuss and, who else?
Robert Shaw.
Robert Shaw, that's it. And basically, they live on a island near Massachusetts called Amity. And it's a coastal kind of area where lots of people and tourists come to swim at the beach. And they have had a recent reporting of a shark eating somebody. And it kind of spirals. More people start to die, and they kind of ask the mayor, hey, what should we do? Mayor doesn't want to close down the beach because he wants to see all this tourist income from coming to the beaches. So he's saying that they don't want to close down, and they commission 3 people. Well, actually, they kind of commission the town to go after this shark, and so it's kind of up to those 3 to actually take it down.
It's kind of like Frankenstein with a shark. Like the villagers chase him into a...
Mm-hmm.
I mean, no. They don't do that, but... Yeah, it's not anything like Frankenstein.
No, not really. The monster's not created.
The village chases a monster.
Yes, I'll agree with that.
But in this one, it's for their own, money.
I was going to say, I'd more put on, like, the second half of the film, like the original Alien, where you have a monster or a creature, and then everyone else, these other 3 are just isolated. There's nowhere they can really go. They're stuck on this boat.
You know what that it totally reminded me of Alien, just because of that one line that Dreyfuss uses where he goes, "We're dealing with a perfect engine."
Yep.
Like he's a unstoppable killing machine. And they kind of say that in Alien too,
yep.
Like you're dealing with a perfect organism.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. I thought of Alien rewatching through this. So.
I'd say more towards the tail end when they're all alone. And
yep.
They're,
Yeah. When they're isolated on the boat. So, just like they were isolated out in space. Couldn't get anywhere.
This was technically before Alien.
Yes, it was. Alien was what?
79.
So, this was also based off a novel.
Was it really?
Yeah. And the guy said had he known how sharks actually were, how they truly were, he wouldn't have written the book the way he did.
Since everybody ran out and murdered any shark they saw after it came out?
I don't know if that's true, but I'm sure there were more shark deaths than before. I know there were a lot of people who were also wary of the water for a while after this film.
Oh yeah, I'm sure this gave children nightmares. Do we...
I mean, we live in Nebraska, so...
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to worry about too many sharks.
But, everybody in California and
Florida.
Everybody on the East Coast.
California's on the East Coast?
I said everybody in California and everybody on the East Coast.
Listen, if you live in Florida, you have more problems than sharks.
Crocodiles.
Or just being in Florida.
What's wrong with Florida? They have Disney
God.
World.
And every meth head and...
Dude, we're the meth capital of the nation.
Yeah, I was going to say, what are you
about?
talking about? Meth is rampant in Nebraska.
I don't have a problem.
Because you live in eastern Nebraska.
Yeah.
Wait, where's all the meth?
Grand Island.
Grand Island, out west. Even some parts of southeast Nebraska near the Kansas border have some problems.
That explains a lot.
Yeah.
You know an awful lot.
About?
Or this is common knowledge and I don't know anything about
well,
where I live.
You know what's wrong with you, Omaha Inns? Is it Omaha Inns?
I think so.
Yeah, you don't care about the rest of the state.
No.
Because there's nothing in the rest of the state.
Well, yeah, it's your state.
What do I load up a musket and go shoot people out in the country?
No one has a musket anymore. What the hell are you talking about?
I would find a musket. Somebody's got a musket here.
You know the company of Cabela's was founded in one of the towns out west, right?
Okay. Am I supposed to give a fuck?
He's trying to teach you state appreciation.
Yes.
I don't care. It's got nothing to do with me.
Or Jaws, for that matter.
No.
Yeah, that really has nothing to do with Jaws.
So do we have any immediate pros or cons that jump out?
The way the shark is done, I like the look of the shark. It's very, like, it's obviously animated, and some of those scenes near the end when there's the true confrontation near the end, you can tell, okay, this is definitely like a fake shark. Mm-hmm. But for its time, I mean...
No, I think it holds up really well.
Yeah.
Because mostly practical effects, so... Mm-hmm. I don't know, time has just shown that if you actually take the time to build something, it holds up better than your computer stuff.
Yeah, they built 3 different sharks. One had a left side opening to work it, one had a right side opening, and then one was a full-skinned shark.
Well, I think, like, the way that, like you said, like, the way the shark was used, when it would pop out of the water, they had it at such a like, a perfect angle for it, that they really kind of, I don't know, they displayed it so it was pretty scary to see it.
Yeah, I'd agree. Awkward silence.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at you.
I'd say another pro, since you're all staring at me. Men Were Men. It's a gritty, manly movie.
It is.
Where you kind of load up in a Fisher boat, a Fisher Price boat. No, they're fishermen. Like, they just get their shit and go out there and figure it out.
Yeah, except
that sounds really stupid.
No,
like when men had penises.
What do they have now?
I don't know. There's so many options.
Wait, what? Is there some sort of like thing in the mall where you can get something besides a penis? Like I could go shop for something to put there?
Well,
I mean, you could try.
I mean, people identify as so many things now.
Gotcha.
Do we really want to get this hot button?
You don't want to go down this rabbit hole.
We don't want to go down. I just thought it was funny. Like next thing you know, I have a Lego down there. Yeah.
Welcome to America.
I mean, if you identify with that, then you're your own person, I guess.
No, it makes sense though. The whole it's not Rambo, but like there are 3 guys who go out.
They're on a mission.
Yeah, to hunt down this great game.
I wish Stallone was in this.
Yeah, there's a shark. Yeah. Bully's having sex with the shark.
Bully, you see that fin out there? What the hell was that? This is more like Weird New Yorker, maybe?
I don't know.
Yeah, cool. It kind of Stallone-esque.
Yeah, Stallone in New York.
Yeah.
If Stallone was in Taxi Driver.
Yeah, we're gonna need a bigger boat.
That was a terrible Stallone.
That's all we do. That's half the show. Terrible Stallone.
And Bane.
Yeah.
Don't forget Bane.
Hey, Bane was great though. That Don Knotts Bane can never be replicated.
Well, there was Bill Cosby Bane. That was pretty great.
Until it ended up with some lawsuits, but
the impression did.
Yes.
Yeah. It was that offensive.
Yeah. We had to pay out so much money. We lost all our sponsors. It's true because we didn't have any.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. Okay, so Men Were Men. It's I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
The 70s were a simpler time.
Yes.
No, I kind of equate it to The Perfect Storm, where you just got the 3 guys who. What?
Yeah, go ahead. I can't take The Perfect Storm seriously.
Why? What's wrong with The Perfect Storm?
Like, Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah. I had a beard like that in The Perfect Storm.
Hey, goat.
Hey, goat. Say hello to your mother for me.
What were you going to say, Ty?
Anyways, just 3 guys trying to hunt down this game, or in that case, survive a massive storm of the century. But they just have to use all their strength, their wits, and everything, and try and outsmart a deadly game.
Yeah. I mean, The thing with that, though, is you see him make a lot of blunders.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess the whole movie is... I spent a good chunk of this movie just, like, yelling at the TV. Because it was so frustrating, like, to be like, oh yeah, there were, sharks that came and ate people. Let's go into the water and play.
Right.
Or
let the mayor bully you into putting your family in the water.
Well, see, and some of that too was he was a new sheriff. Like they said, this was his first 4th of July celebration. He had never dealt with this before. Obviously, the guy before him either left or retired. He was one of 2 police officers in the town because the town's usually small except during the summer. Well, so really, the mayor had everything over him, and the townspeople were following the mayor because their livelihoods existed on this town, getting money from the tourists.
It's a great town too. Like, there's never been anybody that's been killed or robbed.
What he said in the 40 years before he arrived, no one had been shot or murdered with a gun.
That's what it was. Yeah. So he's got really easy shoes to fill.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like a cushy job.
Till Bruce comes along.
Mm-hmm. Which is the name that was given to the shark on set. Which, side note, is the name of the main shark in Finding Nemo. Is Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I know this.
Oh, you concur.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is there a con to this film?
I don't know. It's hard to... It's an older film. Older films tend to move at a different pace than current films. So I don't want to say that pacing is a con, but there are points where you're like, go out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I did. There were some wall moments, but it wasn't... I felt that it moved at a pace that was acceptable, but people are so... This generation is so obsessed with instant gratification, like, let's keep things moving. And I don't really think a lot of older films, like, really, ramp things up really quickly. But
they build the story.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, it's a shark that's just kind of swimming around aimlessly, and it's important to have those moments where you're having dialogue.
Kids today don't have
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I really think that, some of the movies of the 70s generation just don't move at quite the pace that, current movies do. And
But not to say that they're on the same level, but compare it to something like Deadpool now, where every joke is just coming at you and every scene is changing and everything quickly, and the storyline develops fast, where with Jaws, they draw it out. They try to explain the situation of the town. They try to explain the situation of the officer. They try to explain the situation of Richard Dreyfuss's character, Shaw's character, Quint. They go into small details of each of them.
There's a lot of narrative.
Yes.
But do you need it?
No, I think they could have cut this down by 15, 20 minutes probably.
That's more what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
I think it's fine. I'm not going to say pacing's an outright con, but... I think it's different than saying that people today don't have attention spans. It's just, it's a revenge movie about a shark. Like, I don't need the complexity, you know what I mean? Like, just get in the boat and go do it.
And then die.
And give me, like, even the length could have been the same, but just give me more hunting of the shark. Rather than, like... I don't know, one scene when they're drinking moonshine with Quint at his place, like, was it necessary? And showing him the knots. And, like, it's fine. Again, this isn't a con, it's just, it could have been quicker, I think.
I agree.
No, it could have. The Robert Shaw and Richard Dreyfuss, though, I like their chemistry because they don't really get along. And on set, they actually didn't either because Robert Shaw was a drunk. And he even admitted several times he wished he could quit drinking. And on one occasion, Richard Dreyfuss did grab whatever he was drinking and throw it across the set. So they didn't exactly have the best relationship. So
I would call it a pro. In
Yeah.
this movie, the acting was believable. I like you said, I really liked the relationship between those two. I really think that, I don't know, it was interesting to see them just go back and forth at it, because he's an established was he an oceanographer or something
or
like
he
that.
was a shark expert of some sort.
Yeah, and whereas Quint was a shark hunter.
Yeah.
A seaman.
I'm sure he
No
was.
pun intended.
I laughed.
Yeah, we know.
Mm-hmm.
The listener knows.
I know.
You're a child.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think he hunted just sharks, but he hooked them, he taxidermied them.
Well, you go into his little shanty.
I think he kept a lot of trophies of sharks, but yeah.
But not the humans he was killing.
No.
That would have been a great twist, though. Instead of boiling the jaws of the shark, he just pulls out a
mandible.
human skull.
Yeah.
Whoops.
I guess I have to kill you now.
That's my other job.
Also, why didn't he seemed to have that short guy walking around with him? Why wasn't he on the boat?
I don't know. Because he didn't want to split that money with him?
I guess. I don't know. Yeah, he was very all about the money. Freaking A, he destroyed... How stupid is that character to destroy the radio comm that they have?
That was pretty dumb.
I don't get why he did that. He didn't want any outside help, or that he didn't want to get dragged away from that situation.
He
or
wanted the glory.
Yeah.
That's the only thing
And then do we want to ruin it? I would say it's
ruin it.
But we had never seen it.
It's a 40-year-old movie.
It's old. It's an old movie. Like,
there are so many references, like, to Jaws, like, we're going to need a bigger boat.
Spoiler alert, they kill the shark at the end of the movie. There, I said it.
What was I going to say? The Robert Shaw dies.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine.
2 of the 3 make it. 1 of the 3 does jack shit to help.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. It's kind of fitting that he's the one that dies. Because in a sense, he's kind of like an Ahab.
Yeah.
That reminded me a lot. I saw a lot of parallels between this and Moby Dick.
Like when Ron Swanson said that he enjoys simple literature.
Yeah, he's like, it's just a man about
Yeah,
a man hates an animal.
Just a man that hates an animal. Or no symbolism.
Yeah,
that's
there's no metaphors or any of that.
Really?
Yeah.
None in Moby Dick?
No, not at all.
Oh. I might read it then.
Yeah. It's just cut and dry.
Speaking of that, I was thinking before, I was talking to you guys before we watched the movie, I said I had a question already for the pod. Who, of the main 3, Richard Dreyfuss is smart, scientific oceanographer. There was the chief of police, played by Roy Scheider, and then there was Robert Shaw's crazy Quint fisherman. And I thought, oh hey, there's also 3 of us.
I have no idea.
Who I already had in my mind, because I had seen this before, who was who.
Okay. So who were you?
I was Roy Scheider. I was the chief of police. Drew was the oceanographer. And Jake, you were Quint.
Really?
Yeah. Just because he's so crazy about getting that shark. And I was like, man, this must be how Jake feels when he...
when he shoves kids in the well.
Yes.
Yeah, totally. This movie inspired me.
But then... well, you hadn't seen it yet, so obviously couldn't, but...
Well, it inspired me now.
Oh.
To kill even harder. Killing them harder. I mean, more violently. I'm not going to be harder while I kill them. Although I might.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
I mean, I've been working out. Better circulation. Not that I was having trouble.
Ladies.
Why are we going into this?
Because we're already there.
Okay. I didn't really get there, but sure. All right. And that's what she said.
I was just gonna say it. Stole it from me.
But no, it's more because he just also likes being away from everyone. He thinks he knows what's best, and he's like, I'll stick to my business. Let me stick to my business. I know what to do. Don't fuck with me. Don't say shit. Let me do what I do.
He paints me in such a loving light.
And then he requests money to go get the shark.
Yeah. He also does that too.
Well, yeah, that sounds like me.
And then Drew obviously would just... for some reason, I thought Drew would know a lot about sharks. So I was like, Drew's probably watched Shark Week quite a few times.
Are you a shark person?
What define shark, like a person that knows a lot about sharks, or like
A person made of sharks?
a person made of sharks?
No. Tusk?
A person that's watched a lot of shark movies?
Are you interested in sea creatures?
I find sharks fascinating.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
And you're Roy Schneider because why?
I don't know. Probably, it was the only character left, pretty much. I didn't think I was Richard Dreyfuss. I thought Drew fit better, so I was like, I'm the chief police. I'm just kind of there. I'm not really, like, helpful in any sense. I'm just kind of on this boat.
Wow.
What are you talking about? He kills Bruce at the end of the movie.
Yes, but for the whole time while they're, like, trying... He has to learn how to tie knots. He's really just kind of there. He's like, I'm out here.
He puts out the fire. He tries to call for help. He kills the shark.
You don't think very highly of yourself.
How is he not useful?
In these three situations, not really. With these three. I mean, would you guys put it differently?
I don't know. I always thought of you more of a Rob Schneider, but...
A Rob Schneider?
A Rob Schneider.
So, I sleep with women, but don't actually sleep with them.
What?
Deuce Bigelow?
Oh, I've never seen it.
Wow, you've never seen Deuce Bigelow?
Is it one of those movies that you're like, oh my god, how did you miss it?
The first one, at least. The second one is actually absolutely disgusting. There's a woman who has a penis for a nose, so when she sneezes, she comes on people.
I mean, I'm sold.
Jake's like, why the fuck are we watching this movie?
Jaws? Fuck that shit.
I've seen Leslie Jones naked. I don't feel anything anymore.
Jeez. You've lost all your humanity.
I think that happened long ago.
Yeah.
Jake turned to the dark side.
I've been a husk for a long time.
No. The first one, it has its moments. It's really stupid.
I have seen The Animal, though.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
The Animal was one of the first DVDs my household ever got.
Oh, man.
So, like, every day I'd be like, well, I guess we're watching The Animal. Yeah, that's probably when the humanity died.
Did you go out and buy some badger milk?
We had The Animal in Saving Silverman.
Oh, hey, I like Saving Silverman.
Yeah, but every day.
Humanity didn't die when you watched Watership Down?
No, I think a little was left. Just a little bit.
There's some redeeming stuff to that. It's just when they all get slaughtered.
There was a little glimmer of it, and then the hope was gone.
Okay, what's Rob Schneider's best film?
Oh my god, how dare you ask a... Oh, fuck.
Big Daddy? Or does he have to be the lead?
Yeah.
I think he has to be one of the headliners.
Oh my god. That's like asking who's your favorite Nazi.
I'll name some that I know he was a headliner on. Surf Ninjas.
No.
Judge Dredd.
No.
Down Periscope.
No.
Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo. Let's see. The Animal. 8 Crazy Nights. The Hot Chick. Deuce Bigelow, European Gigolo. The Benchwarmers. I had Big Stan. He was also a director on that.
I'm going to say Benchwarmers, because he's at least...
He actually plays the straight guy in
right,
that.
he's not outright obnoxious. That movie still sucked.
Oh no, it's bad.
You weren't going to say Norm of the North? Yeah.
No. Yeah, I don't...
Gosh, he
I don't
really
think
had done nothing but terrible films in like the last few years.
Well, you attach your mouth to Adam Sandler's butthole for your entire life. And
Grown-ups.
You can do garbage and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, if I have to look at this list,
Dude, it's bad.
I may say Down Periscope. I really like Down Periscope, but...
Lauren Holly.
Yeah?
I've never seen that.
It's decent. Kelsey Grammer. Yeah.
I mean, if you're in a trunk...
and your phone is dying.
There you go. Good luck finding it, though, because I don't think that's anywhere.
I think it's on Netflix.
Down Periscope?
Yeah.
Wow.
I got an app. Let me look.
Since we're not talking about Jaws.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh,
I forgot
man.
all about that.
This is an awful pod. I'm just throwing it out there. I want to be transparent with the listener. We've derailed fucking hard.
But that's what we do. We're really
I
good
mean,
at that.
that is what we do.
Nope, it's not on there anymore.
I'm glad we got to the bottom of that. Somewhere there's a guy that's a huge Jaws fan that was like, I've been waiting for them to do this. And he's like, oh my god, they're not talking about it.
They're talking about Rob instead of Roy Schneider.
Yeah.
By the way,
Can you imagine being excited for something and getting Rob Schneider instead? You're like, fuck, man. I wasn't going to kill myself, but now, might as well.
Oh, hey, I was always excited for Ghostbusters 3, and look what I got.
Hey, we had a fun night.
Yeah.
A critically acclaimed movie.
I think if your soul gets destroyed with someone else, it takes the edge off a little bit.
Yeah.
You don't have that long walk alone back to the car where you're like, motherfucker.
I paid money for this.
I had something I wanted to compare it to, but it was way over the line. So
Do it. We've already been over the line. Holy fuck.
Oh,
That's getting cut.
Man.
Or bleeped.
No, Jake wants to leave it.
I can't believe you thought of that.
That's dark even for you.
Wow. Wow.
Gosh
I mean,
darn it.
it's...
Gosh darn it. Mr. Griffith. It has to stay now.
No. We can bleep what I said, but you guys can just say it's dark.
I'm just going to make our background for the video.
Wow.
Because that's where we keep going. I'm not sure why.
Oh.
You guys have been without me, I guess. I'm a little blindsided by all this.
Do you have any ether that I can just huff and go to sleep forever?
This is awful. Oh.
Wow.
All right, let's get back to
We
Jaws.
started off talking about a shark, and then we just talked about,
Rob Schneider.
like, people are wont to do.
Yes. Can we get back to Jaws? Are you ready?
You know what's bad when I'm appalled?
Yeah.
And I'm appalled. This is disgusting.
So I'll give a pro.
Let's talk about fish.
I would say the musical score,
Yeah. Hey.
done by Mr. John Williams himself.
Mm-hmm. It's very iconic. It's
Mm-hmm.
like there was a point where they did the underwater thing, and I was like, "Oh, they're spoofing Jaws," and then I'm like, "Wait, we're actually watching Jaws because it's been spoofed so many times."
That literally happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just it's one of those. It's like the Matrix kick in like the early 2000s. Remember that? It was in every fucking movie.
Yeah, everybody was doing bullet time and.
Or, yeah.
It's kind of like that, except I had never seen the original, so you're just kind of like, oh, like I know what it is, but
It was super trend-setting for its time.
You know,
and John Williams is a great composer.
You know what sucks though? I'm thinking about this and how Jaws was such a huge cultural thing, and it spawned several sequels, which were all progressively
Terrible.
awful. You can't make this film now. You cannot make a. I mean, I
Don't
know
tell
that
Hollywood what they can and can't reboot.
I'm saying like how this was made, they would not make it this way now.
That was 75, and this is now.
You mean in terms of spending the money to make practical effects?
Yes.
And all that?
Okay, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't, but I think if you did, you could be successul.
But nobody wants to take that time anymore.
But I think when people start to do that again, it'll be a thing again. Do you get what I'm saying?
Do you think that will happen? Because everybody's
Yes.
so fixated with CG and shit now. How
How much further can we push CG? You know, we can get it to the point, there's always going to be an uncanny valley, right? In terms of you're looking at something and you know that it isn't real because it's always a little bit off. So I just think, and I'm not saying it'll be a widespread thing where the film industry as a whole goes away from special effects completely. I'm saying that if you had a guy that came out and focused on real practical effects and was successful at it, he could build a career off that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I mean, it's not the same thing, but Tom Savini for the Friday the 13th movies, when he did all the practical effects with, you know, the kills, he built an entire career off just that. He was the go-to guy.
Or M. Night Shyamalan building his career off of twists, and most of them sucked. But
hey, the new one's good.
Yeah, I never got a chance to see Split.
You should go. It'll blow your fucking mind.
Wow.
I'm not even joking.
So, there's something that actually happens, as opposed to that happening where nothing happens?
Yes. And McAvoy carries that movie kicking and screaming. He makes that movie his bitch. So if you see it for anything, go for McAvoy, because holy fuck.
Duly noted.
So how do we feel about sharks?
I mean, I've never met a shark, but they seem like gentle people.
People?
Sharks are people now. I mean, if they're street sharks.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What is your guys' favorite type of shark?
We're really grasping at nothing. The kind that doesn't eat me.
I was gonna say, Jake, you did mention before how being out in the ocean and not being able to see underneath you is one of your greatest fears.
Yeah.
Did this film get to you at all because of that? Like, especially when they were just stuck on the boat?
Mm-hmm.
Not really, because the fear isn't an animal thing.
Mm.
It's a size thing. As in, the ocean is so fucking huge and all-encompassing that you don't know.
Yeah.
It's not knowing that makes it creepier for me. So if I knew it was a shark and I was going to be dead, then I'd be like, well, that sucks. But there's nothing I can do.
So just come eat me?
As opposed to if you're out on the ocean where you don't, like, you're probably going to die of starvation if a boat doesn't come.
Uh-huh. Or any number of other things that can come up and fuck your shit up.
The Titanic could rise.
The likeliest of scenarios.
Yeah.
You mean the Olympic? Or the Olympia?
The Olympic.
Oh, well. Whatever the fuck it is. Whatever Bush wants you to believe.
Yes, exactly. Freaking Illuminati. But... What?
These awkward silences.
Are killing you.
Yeah.
Softly.
Oh.
The setup of the boat, just how it really portrayed Robert Shaw's character, this rundown, beat up, but been through everything type of boat, and then it just gets pushed to its limit, and actually kind of suffers the same fate that its owner does.
I can't believe that boat lasted as long as it did.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It took, like, multiple rammings from the shark.
Don't do it.
I know.
I gave it, I softballed it in there for you.
Yeah, I know.
Not gonna take it?
No.
No?
We're too good for that.
Yeah. I mean, I still laugh.
Are we really, though?
No, we're not.
Not tonight, no.
How do we feel about sharks? What do we talk about here? Favorite monster movies. Would you call this a monster movie?
Yeah, because it's
yeah.
a bigger shark than its normal size. He even says, they're like, that's a 25-footer.
Right.
And then the whole time Robert Shaw's like, oh, it could take one barrel down. It can maybe take two, but it's not going to take three. And then
it takes three.
It's like, oh, shit. And then they knew it was toying with them.
Right. So you got a favorite monster movie? Or revenge movie? I guess you could call it a revenge movie.
Monster or revenge movie?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'd have to... Are we considering, like, Jason or Freddy or any... Well,
yeah.
Obviously Freddy, but I mean, like, Michael. Because they were human.
They're monsters.
Okay. Mothman Prophecies.
Really?
No. That movie sucked.
Wasn't it just Richard Gere in the corner of a hotel room talking to a phone? Wait, talking on a phone.
Yeah,
Talking to a phone.
You're a
Now
phone.
listen, phone.
I know you're a moth.
That's somehow a better movie.
That's a better movie. Oh, man.
Phone, have you ever had a gerbil in your ass?
Why does Richard Gere have a gerbil in his ass?
You haven't heard this?
No.
Oh my god.
Well, hey, let's go
Well,
there.
we've already slandered that. So Richard Gere puts gerbils in his ass.
Allegedly.
Wow, I didn't see that coming. How you prefaced it?
Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's exactly like it sounds.
No, yeah, there was some rumor went around. He had to go to
A hospital?
yeah, and have one removed. Oh man,
Which, if that's not true, that's one of the legendary rumors that someone has started, because it's basically, I won't say it destroyed him.
Man, gosh, I'm looking, like, I just wanted to get some ideas, so I Googled monster movies, and there were so many good ones, like Cloverfield.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed. Or 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Tremors.
Never saw it. Kevin Bacon, right?
Yeah. Kevin Bacon and, what's his name? Not Robert Duvall.
No, I know the guy you're talking about.
Yeah.
We struggled with his name before.
Yeah, because he was in National Treasure. Wasn't he? Or no, it's, not National
John
Treasure.
Boyd?
Not National
No.
Treasure.
Oh.
It's, I said he was Kyle's dad from Road Trip. I can't remember his name.
Chris Cooper?
Is that?
Fred Ward. Fred Ward.
We'll just name everyone else.
Yeah, sure.
Fred Ward.
One of my favorite monster movies is Pacific Rim.
Yeah, I'd put that up there.
That is a very good one as well. The Thing.
Mm-hmm.
I need to see all of that. I've only seen like half of it.
The Thing's great.
Alien or Aliens
Mhm.
are both really good.
Mhm.
Predator is amazing.
I'd call The Terminator a monster movie,
Yeah.
I could see that, yeah.
but there's only 2, and the rest are trash, and I refuse to acknowledge them.
Wait, what did you say again?
There's only 2
There's
Terminator
only 2
Oh, yeah.
Terminators, the rest are
Okay.
garbage.
I was trying to... Or Anaconda. The J-Lo film.
Yeah, I know the movie, Ty.
That coy smile on his face.
You know what? I'm going to go Alien.
Yeah.
The original. I like the second one, but the second one's more of an action. The first one is a lot more intense and claustrophobic.
Yeah.
It is intense. I remember seeing that the first time. I was like, holy shit.
Like, I mean, we play video games. I've always wanted to try the Alien Isolation. I heard really good things about it. Not the Colonial Marines. That game sucked.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, like, it randomizes how it hunts for you and everything or something like that.
It's like that you're talking about the slow Penumbra type of game.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can't actually... I don't even think you can do damage to aliens.
Nope, you just have to survive.
Well, you can make a flamethrower.
Yeah,
Later.
but...
Can't later, but like I think that's to win or something, but or it's like a certain level, but
By the way, I have the Jaws NES game if you guys want to play it.
they made a Jaws NES
Yes.
game.
Is it good?
Not really. I mean, it's not as iconic as, say, like Contra or Super Mario Brothers. It's probably on the same level as like Home Alone.
I think they made a PS2 Jaws game as well.
Did they?
Jaws Unleashed.
Jaws Unleashed.
Yeah, because you could chew them up.
So you played as Bruce?
I think so. Yeah, I think you played the
Really?
shark. But you had to collect, like, key cards and shit.
As a shark?
Yeah.
Because
Because it was not a well-received game.
Yeah, I'm seeing right now is a 3.8 out of 10.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Maybe it's because you had to collect key cards as a shark.
Makes sense to me.
There was a story to it though.
No, there's not. I mean... I'm sure.
Here, the storyline. 30 years after the events of the first film,
Oh.
Amity Island is growing to make it corporate connections to improve the island's economy. The increased population, though, and recent industrial activity has also attracted one of the most fearsome creatures of the game's main character, Jaws, a great white shark.
Wow, they called the Jaws shark Jaws.
Yeah, when it's Bruce, but yeah. They hire a shark hunter to track him down. So, yeah, players are introduced to the controls.
He called the shit poop.
And the players kill...
Jaws.
And it's up to the player to kill several divers, attack swimmers, and destroy a set of docks.
Wow.
So, and then you get taken to a water park like SeaWorld.
Oh.
They capture you.
I think that's in one of them. He swims in the closing gates for a sea park.
Mm.
Yeah,
I want to say it's either 3 or Revenge that he does that.
I was gonna say it says you have to escape from the holding tank. So, and you kill an orca.
I'm wondering if those later Jaws movies are the fun kind of shitty or just the really bad kind of shitty.
I heard 3D can depending on your mood can kind of be the fun kind of shitty. 2 just bad.
Yeah.
It got better ratings than 3, but 3 is like because 2 was taking itself seriously, so it's bad. 3 is that fun kind of shitty. I don't know about 4.
4 would be amazing just to watch Michael Caine get his soul crushed. I'm in this movie.
I mean, it has a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes, so you know it's got to be great.
Oh, do you know who made Jaws the video game?
It was JLN or whatever.
LJN.
LJN, yeah.
They made like the horrible Robert Rabbit game.
Robber Rabbit?
Yeah, Roger Rabbit, my bad.
Robert Rabbit.
And Ghostbusters and...
Yeah, I don't think the NES game was panned well critically.
Wait, it was or wasn't
Was
panned?
not.
Panned?
Panned well?
Yeah, I'm confused. Are you saying it was received well or not received well?
It was not received well.
Okay, because...
Was she raped? Loved?
Wait, what?
Exactly.
Yeah, it got 1 out of 5.
Yep.
By the time you reach the final anticlimactic scene, you'll be so tired you won't care if you killed Jaws or not. You'll be glad the game's almost over.
So, you guys want to play?
That's high praise.
Oh. No, I'm good.
Could be fun.
I've done a lot of shitty things in my life and said a lot of shitty things, but I don't need to play the Jaws game.
I say whoever loses your bet
Has to play Jaws.
has to play Jaws.
I'd rather pay $10.
Well, now I think we should do it.
Was the bet on the pod? No, it wasn't.
No.
No. Yeah. That was off pod, but...
Should let the listeners know what it is.
Oh, well, just was a simple bet that I don't think the new Wolverine film is going to make more than the Deadpool film did worldwide, which we said would have to be $750 million. Pretty much. $750 million. Not because I don't think Logan's a very well-known name or anything, or that I believe it's going to be an amazing film, just I think Wolverine's been seen so much that it won't make as much. Because he's been in how many X-Men films? 5? He's been in 5 X-Men films and 2 solo films. Granted, one of those X-Men films was a cameo, but...
Right.
Still. No, he's been in 6 now, hasn't he? Because he also kind of made an extended cameo in Apocalypse.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just think it'll make good money. I just don't think it's going to pass Deadpool because of its R rating. And people are just like, oh, there have been so many.
But how many people knew who Deadpool was?
I think there was kind of a thing with... They also had a great marketing campaign. I think that really helped too, but...
Part of it was just Ryan Reynolds.
That as well.
I'll be interested to see how this pans out.
Yeah. You like that word, pan.
Yeah. I really like Pan's Labyrinth.
Again, nothing to do with Jaws. But could that be considered a monster movie?
Pan's Labyrinth?
It's on the list, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I would for sure call it one. That's a fucked up movie.
It is very fucked up. Jaws.
What about it?
This is the worst pod we've ever had.
It is.
Like we always say, sometimes we just watch a movie and we're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what do we talk about? It's
I
Spielberg.
mean, this isn't...
like,
it's not a super deep film. Like, it's about a group of dudes going out to hunt a shark.
Mm-hmm.
There's dialogue in between.
I did like Shaw's story about how he got one of his scars. That was pretty cool. Quint's story about how he got bit by that shark. And then, like, he was on a boat while they dropped a bomb on Hiroshima, and they were supposed to be on a recon mission when it was happening. And the boat either got hit or it capsized or something. And he ends up in the water with a bunch of his other crewmates, but sharks circled them. And he said one morning he woke up, tapped on his friend, and his friend was just bobbing up and down, and, well, lower half of his body was gone. So...
I like how you laugh after that.
Didn't he also say he'd never wear a life
because
vest ever again?
Yeah, because that kept him alive for days or something like that. And
who wants that?
Yeah. I mean, if you were in your worst nightmare of out in the middle of the ocean with a life jacket, would you take it off or keep it on?
I'd probably take it off.
See?
Well, it depends on... I don't know.
How long do you hold out hope? Or do you just say, fuck it?
Probably about 20 minutes. If nobody's there by then, I'm like, eh.
How can you tell time?
Not very well. Keeps somebody in there for 30 seconds.
By how pruny his fingers get?
Yeah.
Like, somebody literally is just watching Jake on the horizon. And they're like, wow, he's already given up.
There's a boat coming to get me, and I just go under.
Not worth it. They're still like 20 minutes away. It's not worth
God,
it.
Leslie Jones is on the boat.
Yeah. I'm cutting my wrists open. Come on, sharks. Finish me off. I can't see her no more.
Jake, we need a new male lead for this Ghostbusters sequel.
I'm just smashing a jellyfish against my face. Kill me.
And then they bring you on board, and because it stung you, she pees on you.
Oh my god.
And that's a new fetish to
And then I
discover
roll-
about yourself.
And then I roll off into the ocean. Like DiCaprio on Titanic. Except I got a fucking smile on my face.
Wait, because she peed on you?
No! Because I'm dying! That was a good one. I'll give you that. I want to vomit, though.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
I can't imagine. What you've just described is the scariest thing I've ever heard.
That's Jake's monster movie.
You're the new Del Toro.
Thank you.
So you should get his hopes up about Hellboy 3.
Fuck that. You really want to bring that up again?
I mean, what else? We're not talking about Jaws.
Yeah.
Talking about Leslie Jones pissing on my face.
Jake being turned on by it.
I never said that, but...
If anybody's got like a couple $100 million laying around and want to help make this Hellboy 3 movie, please, hit us up.
Drew will pitch in $10.
Yeah, well... I just want this fucking movie to get made, and it's never gonna get made.
No, it's not. Just like I wanted a competent Ghostbusters 3, but it's never going to be made. Or a competent Max Payne movie. I think Max Payne could have been a great film, but no. Instead, I get Marky Mark doing with like freaking
Mila Kunis?
Yeah,
that was a mistake.
Yeah, that film was awful. Like there were only a few parts that were like kind of true to the game. Other than that, it was like a shit show.
So pretty much every other video game movie that's ever been made.
Mm-hmm.
But at least Mortal Kombat was fun.
No, that movie is fun. I mean, it's bad, but it's a thrill ride to watch with friends.
Was there any... Because we talked about Jaws and having a video game.
Yeah.
Was there any movie video game tie-in that you guys actually enjoyed? That you played? Like where the movie was made and then so they made a video game off of it.
X-Men Origins Wolverine.
That game is legit.
Spider-Man for PlayStation.
Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2
is really fucking good. Yeah. Because actually, I thought X-Men Origins, the video game, was better than the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't hard, but yeah.
No, you were that. Yeah, I agree with this.
I concur.
Mm-hmm. That's a bad movie.
Yes.
Okay.
Should we do scenes or at least on Jaws?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
Drew, your film.
I don't know. Any of the scenes with Jaws really, like I did like the violence in this. It's pretty bloody. Well done, Spielberg. He knows how to do that pretty well. I think there was one scene where God, what's the guy's name? Roy Schneider. Tells his kid to go out in this pond because he doesn't want him to go out in the ocean where the shark is. And so they're playing around in this shallow pond area, and there's another guy in a rowboat that we kind of made jokes that he was kind of a pedophile.
He's like, "Hey boys, you okay?"
Yeah, and there's this lady out kind of on...
She was an artist. She had like an easel. And
yeah, she was painting something. Anyway, she sees Jaws, or Bruce, whatever the fuck you want to call him, in this pond, and not out in the ocean area where everybody's swimming and stuff, and tips over to this guy's boat, kind of capsizes the kid's boat as well, and just bites into this guy, and the leg falls to the ground, all this blood's coming up, and I don't know, it was oddly satisfying.
You should see my well.
Yeah.
Lots of legs down there.
Nice.
Trying to get past the lawnmower.
Yeah.
I would say my scene is the second time they're shooting him with the barrels. And they get him with one, or they find the one, they think it's come disconnected, all of a sudden Bruce jumps up out of the water like, oh shit. So then they shoot him again. And then they have to hurry up, tie to get the shot again, and they're all like, okay, we got 3, we're gonna know where he is the whole time. And then he just takes it under, and you just see on Quint's face, it's just like utter shock. He's just like, what the hell am I dealing with?
Right.
Like,
He'd never seen anything like that before.
And it just, even Dreyfuss's character asks him, he's like, has this happened before? He goes, no. He just, so in that instance, he knows he's like kind of out of his realm.
Right.
And it's amazing acting by all of them, the rush and everything that is needed, and then just the facial expressions I really enjoy. And then it also helps set up the finale really well.
I'd say my favorite scene is the second death in the movie, where Roy Schneider and his family kind of go out right before Drew's scene, where the mayor, kind of being a prick, guilts this old couple into shoving their kids on a fucking thing and pushing them out in the water, which, why would you do that? But anyways, they do that, and everybody else kind of follows, because, you know, we do that. We're kind of sheep that way.
Lemmings,
yeah. So everybody goes out, and I can't remember if it was a girl or a boy, but the shark comes up and gets somebody, and there's just like a fountain of blood.
Yeah,
like,
actually, that was, you're combining 2 scenes. That was before they had shut down the beaches at all. That was back when the sheriff was just sitting on the beach watching from his lawn chair. And the boy runs out with the inflatable. And so everybody's already out there. That's before they even... That is the second death. The scene you're talking about is a fake shark.
Yeah, you were saying the scene was like everybody meanders out into the ocean.
That was the fake shark scene. With the
boy. Shit. No. Okay.
I know what you're saying. Though.
Yeah.
It's the kid on the inflatable, right? That's what you're talking about.
Right. Yeah, that... I don't know, that... It really set the tone for everything, because it kind of felt like it was going to be one of those false alarm type things, because you found out it was 2 kids that were fucking around, and his kid was off doing his own thing, so you're like, okay, well, nothing's going to happen in this scene, and then you see this fountain of blood, and you're like, holy fuck, like, that was way more graphic than I expected.
And all those kids are just sitting there like, what? And then everybody's like, get in!
Yeah, and adults are basically shoving kids aside, like, fuck you, I need to go first.
Yeah, there were adults that push kids off inflatables, and they're paddling in themselves and stuff, and it was weird. Lots of kids being unattended. We'd said that a lot of parents were pretty negligent.
Yeah, that, I don't know, different times.
They were just like, cash me outside.
Oh my god.
That's getting cut. Out of everything that we've said, that's for sure getting cut.
That's fine.
Just because it gives me AIDS to hear it.
I like that scene though. It really kind of it does set the tone of how gruesome.
And then you also have like the dog goes missing, and that's kind of like a foreshadowing that something might happen. Because that guy throws a stick and he's like, Fluffy or whatever the dog's name is. He's Duke. He's like, where are you? And then you just see the little stick he had been catching just floating in the water, and you're like,
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that. And then like the mad scramble of everybody after. I thought it was cool.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. Yeah. Well, at least we did some Jaws on this pod.
Yeah.
You definitely could like not even title this Jaws and people won't even know.
What do we title it then?
Rob Schneider.
Bruce.
Rob Schneider.
People just run. Least download pod we've ever had.
That'd be hard to do.
No. Like we said, it is a hard film to do because
it's very visual.
With our format, I should say. It is very visual. It's just an experience. And we've mentioned that with other films before where it's just something you need to watch. And more people have seen it or at least know about it. So
I think me and Jake, especially this past week, have caught plenty of shit for never having seen this movie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, people, when they hear you haven't seen it, they're like, what? It's kind of an interesting reaction because a lot of the times right after they're like, oh, it's all right. Like, nobody I've talked to really has been like, oh, it's like a must-see. They're just kind of like, I'm surprised that you haven't seen it.
Just because it's so iconic. Like,
yeah. It's just one of those that everyone has seen.
Like, I've never seen The Godfather. But it's a cultural thing. Like,
it's significant.
Yeah.
It's long.
I know. But, like, so I've never seen any of The Godfathers.
And it feels long.
Or along the lines of, I've never seen Citizen Kane.
I haven't seen it either.
That's a better movie than I expected it to be.
Really?
Yeah. For
a movie about a sled?
It's about more than a sled.
I know, it's about more than a sled.
We're not even going to get into that.
That's a whole other can of
That's
worms.
a different pod.
When you make us watch Citizen Kane?
Yeah, I'd never pick that.
Oh, okay.
You always have the option, Ty. I picked a movie that I'd never seen.
Oh, I know. There are plenty of things I could pick.
We haven't seen a Serbian film.
I don't want to see
He's going to consciously pick that movie.
But should we go into our ratings? Or do we want... I mean, I tried looking at trivia for all this, and there's so much.
Budget of $9 million, made $470 million.
Goddamn.
Yeah, it was officially the first summer blockbuster.
Wow.
That's fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm. No, it is. How much money it made. And that's 1975...
yeah, that's $1975.
I can't talk.
1975 money.
$470 million in 1975.
Is equivalent to what?
It's like
find out here.
$3 trillion.
Yes. No.
Do you think I don't work somewhere where numbers matter? Actually, I kind of do.
I was like, wait, what are you talking about?
Whoops.
I want to pay $3 trillion for this house.
Because I'm Rocky?
Yeah.
Was that Rocky buying a house?
I don't know.
Hey, Polly, is it spacious?
$470 million in 1975 is the 2017 equivalent of $2,186,000,000.
Wow. It's like Avatar.
I think that's more than Avatar.
This is better than Avatar.
I never saw Avatar.
Avatar sucks.
I fell asleep during it.
Exactly.
I heard the 3D was amazing.
That's the only reason it made money, I think.
It's because the 3D was amazing.
Too long, man. It's too long.
It's Ferngully.
Well, I mean, James Cameron had a great name for the thing you had to find. It's unobtainium.
Mm-hmm. Brilliant.
Yep.
Great writing.
And now he thinks people want 4 more of them?
What? I heard they were making a second. I didn't know they were making more than...
No, he's working on like 4 at the same time.
Contractual obligation to make those.
So he's gonna churn them all out pretty close together.
So they can make these shitty Avatar movies, but I can't get my Hellboy 3? What the fuck? Hollywood.
You know what's fucked up? Avatar will make money. It's Cameron. It's all he has to do is put
Hellboy
his...
made money too!
Uh,
Last Hellboy movie made $160 million.
Was that over budget? Or it just made 160 period?
yeah, because Guillermo uses practical effects, and sometimes that hurts.
I'm not quite sure. I just know that they raked in $160 million.
Alright.
Give me my Hellboy 3 movie.
You know, if I had the money to make it happen, I probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
Just to watch you be pissed. He's like, fuck you guys.
Man,
I think Perlman's too old. I understand that Perlman, his heart's in it, but I don't think...
He's even admitted it's not going to happen. He said that a couple years ago.
Did you watch Sons of Anarchy?
No.
He's not really running around a lot in that show. Like, he's...
Hell, you even watched Drive and saw he wasn't.
Yeah, he's sitting behind a counter for most of that movie. Like,
That's his role, though.
Yeah, but...
I don't think it's because of his physical limitations.
It's been a long time since Hellboy 2 came out. That's all I'm saying.
It's fair.
It's Guillermo. Guillermo is known for saying that he's working on something and it never happens.
Same as Kevin Smith.
Right. Maybe better for Kevin Smith.
Oh, man.
Moose Jaws.
What a fucking...
And I like Kevin Smith.
What a year. What a disappointing year for, like, turned down projects.
Turned down for what?
Oh my god. You're off the pod.
Do we have a harpoon that we can just shoot this guy in the chest and tie some barrels to him or something?
That's what I feel like he just did to me when he said that. Turned down for what?
Can somebody come claim him? Like,
so you know the music video for that? Where...
I've never seen it.
Fuck you. I'm not even going to finish that statement.
No, go ahead.
You've never seen the video?
No.
Okay, the music video for that is very strange.
Okay, what happens?
Well, it's something about I've never seen it, but I think they're stomping and like they keep falling through the floor, and that's like the music video. Okay? The directors of that music video did Swiss Army Man.
Oh.
The whole movie.
huh.
So there you go.
Okay. I'd like to hear it. Have you seen the music video for that?
Well, I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
I'm not going to lie. I've seen like a clip of it. It was like, yeah, that's enough. Remember that Ludacris music video where he had that giant foot?
Yes.
And he kept stomping it?
Yeah.
Man, that was great.
Are you Chris Farley from SNL now?
Remember that movie where he did that thing? Yeah, that was awesome.
Remember when you said that the love you make is equal to the love you take?
Yeah.
Is that true?
I believe it is, yes.
Cool.
We should do
Chris Farley.
We should do those movie reviews.
Alright.
Shit.
Let's go into ratings. True.
Alright. Like we stated previously, this is my first time ever seeing Jaws. Knowing that it's such an iconic movie throughout the years, they've built theme park attraction rides for it. They've built video games, all sorts of merchandise. It's just been huge. It has a fucking reference in Back to the Future Part 2. Watching this was probably about what I expected. It's a shark hunt, basically. I mean, there's great dialogue, I think, in the scenes where they're out to sea and they're kind of getting to know one another to take down Bruce. The acting's pretty good. The practical effects are damn good for 1975. I enjoyed it for what it was. I'll just keep it simple. I give it a 7.
All right. You want me to go?
Sure.
I had never seen this either. It had been a long time coming. I'd seen it referenced countless times. It was a pop culture phenomenon. Like, it was everywhere. It's been parodied to death. But I really enjoyed it. It's got an old-timey feel because it came out in the 70s.
It came out 40 years ago.
I understand. I knew you were going to go that way with it. I don't know. Like you said, they don't make movies like this anymore. And even though I mentioned like pacing could have been a little bit better, that's not me really knocking it. It has a good slow burn, and it feels more realistic because of that. I think it feels like three regular dudes going out and trying to catch a monster shark. Just a freak of nature type of thing. But that being said, I thought all the acting is pretty great. It's got iconic shots. The score is outstanding. I don't know what else I could really say. And, you know, I will say, honestly, this is the honest Jake not fucking around. I kind of feel bad because I don't feel that we did this movie justice.
No.
We kind of got scatterbrained, but that is because a lot of it is super visual, because we don't have a super deep story. It's kind of just a revenge story. You know, there's a shark that came and it's killing people, and we need to go get it. And a lot of it is visual. We're loading this up. We're traveling out here. We're learning to tie knots. We're throwing chum in the water. Like that's going on, but we can't do it justice talking about it. You know what I mean?
It is one of those experience movies.
Yeah, it's something you just have to sit down and watch. So all that being said, I'm glad that I finally got to sit down and watch it, and I enjoyed it, and I appreciate it for the classic that it is. I'd probably give it a 7.5.
Yeah, I mean, to do this film justice is hard, and especially with a pod like ours, where we kind of try to at least hit an hour. It would have been hard for us, and we kind of got scatterbrained, probably a little too much. But at the same time, we did talk about it as much as we could. But again, visual movie, hard, especially for us when we can't English all the time, to convey the scenes properly or the film properly. We can talk about the major points like the actors, the settings, and all that, but it comes down to you just need to see this film for yourself. I think the three male leads are all great. Robert Shaw kind of is hard to understand sometimes. And
I agree.
He is a con I wish I had discussed earlier, but I didn't think about it until I was talking about it. But at the same time, he does remind me of that old ship sea captain. He kind of reminds me of the ship captain from Family Guy. the peg leg guy.
Yeah.
But he's still great, though. I think he's very charismatic, but borderline annoying. But Roy Schneider's great. Richard Dreyfuss is great. Steven Spielberg just directs the heck out of this film that is very basic in a plot where it's just trying to stop a shark. That's all this film pretty much is. Very great, tense shots set up. And I understand why it was a phenomenon. It's just great to see practical effects like these that you don't get anymore. So I'm going to give it a 7.5 as well.
All right. You up next?
Yes, I am.
You have something planned?
Yeah, this time I'm going to do In Time with Justin Timberlake. I know you both haven't seen it, and so kind of teased it before UHF. So I thought, why not? It'll help with some discussions.
You know, if you surprise me with another shitty Weird Al movie, I might fucking kill you.
There's only one other movie he's been in. Oh, okay, 3. Well, but those were pretty much cameos because he was in Naked Gun 1 and 3.
I'd be okay with those.
Yeah, and he was also in Spy Hard. He sang the opening song for Spy Hard.
Never seen it.
It's the James Bond spoof.
Starring
Leslie Nielsen.
Oh. Yeah, I'd probably be okay with that.
And then he also was in something called Safety Patrol. It was a Disney film.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good.
But again, it was a cameo at the end. Leslie Nielsen was in that as well. And you know what I thought of? We were talking about spoofs. Airplane spoof Jaws. I forgot about that.
Really?
At the very beginning, when it's doing like a little bit of a crawl and like it's showing who's in it, and you keep seeing the tail fin of the airplane going through the clouds.
Oh.
And then it comes out of the clouds. And it's like Airplane, the movie. So, yeah. Or is that 2? It's one of the airplanes. So, but you hear dun and then the tail fin goes through the clouds and then it comes back on screen and it keeps doing the John Williams score. But, yeah, so it'll be in time.
Okay.
Yep. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. It's, like I think I told you it before, it's different.
It can't be worse than UHF. I say that, but you'll find something.
I'll try.
We used to say that about
Spies Like
Us.
Norm of the North.
I still think Spies Like Us is worse than UHF.
No, UHF. UHF did something to me.
I still think Ricchio's the worst, but...
No, Ricchio's fun.
I don't care about Ricky. Anyways, any final thoughts before we go? Before we do our little end spiel?
I'm at a loss.
Okay. Alright. So like and subscribe, download, share, Facebook, Twitter, email.
Just type in TJD movie reviews. Something will
on
come
Google.
up.
Yeah, something will pop up. Maybe it's Jake being peed on by Leslie Jones. You never know.
Man.
I'd watch that.
What?
I'd pay.
You pay to watch that?
Yeah.
I might pay to see that too.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Wait, why do you say that to me but not to him?
No, there's something wrong with both of you.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Why?
A man's into what he's into, Jake.
Have you seen her naked?
No, but...
Exactly.
It changes a man.
He wouldn't be fucking around if he had.
But yeah, iTunes, Libsyn,
Leave a review.
YouTube, Facebook. Yeah, drop us a review.
Preferably this isn't your first episode you listen to and base a review off of it, but...
Yeah.
I mean, do what you gotta do.
I guess.
I don't know. Thanks for continuing to listen and spreading the word.
I mean, I can't believe we're getting close to 50 here.
Yeah.
Do you have something big planned for that, Jake?
Why don't you just wait for
a
year?
I don't know. Maybe if a listener has an idea, leave us a message or email at TJD. No, that's how Twitter works. Fuck it. Just, I don't know.
Seriously, we'd love to hear from you guys. We rarely get to hear from people that listen. Just drop us a line.
Yeah. Send a carrier pigeon. I won't eat it.
Send us a shark.
A carrier shark?
Yeah.
To Nebraska.
Or just send us carriers.
Or not.
Or not. All right, I think that'll do it for this week.
Yeah, we've hit maximum stupid.
Yep. All right, I'm Ty.
Jake.
And I'm Drew. Let's go play Jaws.